and welcome back to the adventure that is EVE Online. I will apologize in advance if you hear the noise of a fan in the background, because I have a fan running, and because of the temperatures it's absolutely necessary. So if that sound is there, hopefully it isn't overpowering. Anyway, it's been a little while since I last recorded, and in that time the Odyssey update has been released, the Odyssey expansion for EVE Online. It has added a bunch of things, changed a few others, and made things a little interesting. Now, like for example, exploration has changed completely from when I did it in the tutorials, and I'm going to have to look into doing exploration tutorials again, just so that I can get the hang of that whole thing down. They've introduced a hacking mini game for certain kinds of sites that you find in exploration, and I have yet to see anything to do with that. I've been busy with other things. Let's see, I've done a lot of skill training, of course, always have something training, and I now have something like, let's see, 71 skills scattered amongst 1.7 million skill points. I've upgraded my clone, and I realized that clone grade theta is probably way overdoing it, but I look at it this way: it means that I don't have to be concerned with upgrading it for at least a month or two, and so I'm going along with that. And let's see, in the last video I do believe there was something about I had been doing some manufacturing and so on, and I have. I've already transported the stuff to Jita because it took like 6 trips to get it all there. And what I've got there is some, okay, the one bit of golden amber was just so that I could always make sure to have it on this personal assets thing, because it makes it easy. You just right click and hit set destination and bang, there you go. In fact, I'm going to do that. And what I've got there, 14,900 charges of antimatter charge S. I've got 750 Hobgoblin 1 drones, 225,000 iron charge S, 4 Navitas frigates, 6 rifters, 296 salvagers, 42,800 Scourge heavy missiles, and 300 warp core stabilizers. Now, some of these were built from blueprint copies, which I have since used up, and others, let's see, inventory, here we go. Others of them were made from blueprint originals. I've invested in this about 4.5 or 5 million or so to buy all these blueprints, and it's, I think, a good idea. And because the originals, I can use them as many times as I want. I can also later on, when I get the necessary skills and standings with the right corporations, I can do research on these blueprints to improve the productivity, you know, make it cost less to make the things and make them so that they get made faster and so on. And I will be working on that. In the meantime, I'm going to continue making these things and selling them. And so now it's time to undock and make the way to Jita to sell this stuff. One thing you can see they've changed right off there was the undock thing. Okay, now let's start on my way. Normally I don't show a whole lot of the travel. However, I do want to show off the new jump animation they put in when jumping through a Stargate, because it is really truly impressive. It reminds me of 2 things. Number one, an old TV show called Sliders, the wormhole effect that they used in that. And it also, well, I frequently half expect to see a TARDIS drifting by when going through that jump animation. And you'll see what I mean in just a moment. Exactly. It's a little bit jumpy. I'm not sure if that's my system or the software or what, but it is just a little bit jumpy, stuttery, whatever, but it's still very cool. Now I will make the next 15 jumps to Jita, and we'll see you there. And here we are, just about to make the last jump into Jita, which is, by all accounts, the single busiest system in the game, because it is the largest trade hub. There's more going on in Jita than anywhere else. Okay, we're in Perimeter, which is a neighboring system. You can see already there's 232 around 230 in the local chat, which means that many pilots in this system. And watch that number jump when we go through the next gate into Jita itself. I've seen it as high as something over 2,000, close to 2,500. That's a lot of action, a lot of trades going on. Look at how busy this gate is. Each one of those square bracket things is a ship. And that's why it's busy. So I'm going to have to sit here. Oh, I got lucky. I spent just at the right time. Okay, here we are. Select final destination. We'll head to the station, and we're going to look now. 2,053 people in Jita. That is busy. Jita chat is also busy with people trying to sell things, offering contracts, and all kinds of stuff like that. And the thing I've learned about that is almost everything offered for sale in Jita local chat is a scam. Like, for example, right here, they need 2-plex. They'll pay 1.42 billion. So look at this. You get 1.42 million and give 2-plex. You know, they say 1.42 billion, which would be pretty good, but this is 1.42 million, which is a complete
Docking
ripoff.
permission requested. Docking request accepted.
And that's just one example. Most of the stuff in this local chat that people are trying to sell is a ripoff. So let's just go ahead and close the chat for now. Take a look at the inventory, and here we go. There's all this stuff, and plus there's some shifts I have here, 4 Navitas, 6 Rifters, and all of this stuff to sell. So let's get to selling. And let's view the market details on Navitas. And let's see, they're buying for 53,380 right here in station. And I'm 56, excuse me, I guess. Okay, yeah. Cancel. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and sell these Navitas. And I'm going to go ahead with that price. Alright, and now the Rifters. Let's get the market details, just for grins. 475,000 they're buying them for. People are selling them for 582. Okay, let's do this one differently. Rifters, sell this item. We'll go advanced. Look at the market deal. Stop that. Alright, 582. They're selling 508 of them for 582,000. So I could sell all 6 of these. I'm going to put it down at 575,000. I'm going to go ahead and put 3 months on the time, although I don't think they'll last that long, and sell. Ooh, no, wait a minute. Oh, 575,000. There, that's better. So I should get 3 million some for this. And that hasn't refreshed my order into it yet. Let me check the wallet. Transactions, load. The Navitas all went at once. Let's check the orders, rifters. This may take a few minutes to sell, but because I put the price lower than this price, I really wish there was a refresh button on this to refresh how much the items here. But I'll check on that again in a few minutes. Now that the ships are dealt with, let's do something with, let's see, 300 warp core stabilizer 1s. Market details. This guy is selling, here's a sell order, is selling 2,753 of them for 19,498 each. Now, if I take this and do a sell order, and sell them for 19,100. I'll undercut the top 2 orders on there and get a little over 5.5 million. So we'll do that. All right. And we'll proceed again with Salvager 1, same routine. Look at the market details. Note that they're selling for 45,000 apiece. So I'm going to sell this item. And I'm going to sell them for 43,000. And we'll set it for 3 months. Get 12 million out of that if they all sell, and they should, because it's undercutting the existing price. Alright, antimatter charge S. View the market details. Selling for $26.95, and this guy's got 7 million of them, 7.5 million. So, antimatter charge S, sell the item. If I set my price at 25, then again I'm undercutting the top 2 prices, and they should sell quickly. Sell. Alright, and now iron charge S, more ammunition. I understand that ammunition is a good popular thing to make because people buy a lot of it, especially since lately there's a rather large war going on in Nullsec between 2 alliances, Goon Swarm Confederation and an alliance called Test. Alright, 954 for this, so let's sell this item. And I'm going to price it at 850. And go. Alright, 750 Hobgoblin 1 drones. Now these are pretty good drones. I have a bunch of them myself. Alright, they sell them for 5820. Alright. Sell this item. I'm going to sell them at 5,500 per. for all 750 because I'm undercutting the prices as much as I am because I want to sell them quickly. And here we go, sell. All right, now we have Scourge heavy missiles selling 75 each. So we will sell this item. And I'm going to sell them at 70. Another reason that I feel that I can afford to undercut existing prices is because I didn't buy the materials to make these. These materials came from my own mining operations and refining the stuff. So we'll go ahead and set this, and we will sell them for in the neighborhood of almost 3 million total. And there we go. And that's everything sold. Now let's open the wallet and have a look at orders. There's our sell orders. And this stuff should actually sell reasonably quickly given the way I priced it. And I'm going to kind of hang around, watch this stuff, and I'll be back when all or most of it has sold. Alright, I've been looking things over, and I just now realized that I made a critical mistake. And that is, when I was looking at these prices, I didn't have them sorted by the right way. I didn't have them sorted lowest price on top. And so now, this means, like for example, the Scourge heavy missiles, I set the price of those at 70. The current best price is $62.99. These things are going to sit here and rot unless I modify the order. So I'm going to move this out of the way. $62.99. I'm going to set these at 61. Try again in 1 minute and 7 seconds. Okay, there's a certain amount of delay between. I have to wait a given amount of time. But I think it's like 5 minutes after setting an order before I can modify it. So I'm going to be modifying these orders and go through all of them, modify them, bring their prices down to where they will actually sell. There's one or two of them I don't have to modify, but I need to be modifying them so that they will in fact sell, because I've accidentally set the prices way high, and unless there is an incredible monster of volume, as in the millions, in the tens of millions of units, then for example, these things at 70, I'm never going to sell, ever, unless somebody has it sorted wrong when they're buying and they make a mistake. It does happen, but you don't want to count on it. So let's try modifying that order again. Change that to 61. Go. Have a look here. And they disappeared right off of here because as soon as I did that, they were all bought. So let's do the warp core stabilizers. Market details. Sorting the price correctly. Alright, 19,100. Okay, this one was actually done right. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to change the price anyway. Modify the order. And I'm going to go 18,950. And that puts mine on top, which is the first one people are going to look for. They're going to look for the lowest price on top. And that'll make it more likely to sell. So now let's go with the salvager ones, modify that order. Let's get the market details. 38,500, and I've got it priced at 43,000. That's not going to do it. So I'm going to cut to, I'm going to cut it to 37,000. Mine is now on top, and we'll see. And now the rifters. View the market details. 490,000 is the best price, and mine is at 575. That's not going to do it. So we will modify that price, and I think I will set it to 450,000. Boom, they disappeared instantly. Alright, Iron Charge S. Modify the order. Look at the current best price of 7. So I'm going to change this to 6.50. Boom, they disappeared instantly. Alright, Hobgoblins. Let's get the market details and do the modify order on those. Well, I'm learning as I go. You know, obviously I made some serious mistake here, but I'm learning and I'm fixing it, and next time I won't make that mistake. Let's see, 5,000 is the best price, so let's try 4,900. Okay, things are improving. Look at transactions here. Load this up. Scourge heavy missile. Somebody bought all of them. Warp core stabilizers, 2 have been bought. Antimatter charge were all bought at once. Another order just went. So I'm going to load this up again. 20 hobgoblins. This is actually going pretty quickly. So now that I've got the prices set correctly, I'm going to monitor this and see how long it takes to sell the remaining items I've got here. And I'll be back. Alright, it has been a little while, and currently I have 276 of the Salvager 1 units remaining. And currently I still have the best price on the market by 3,000 ISK. And they have been selling. So I look at the transactions tab here and reload that. They've been selling slowly but steadily. This sold. Like somebody bought 285 warp core stabilizers at nearly 5 million. That was extremely cool. And the warp core the salvagers are going mostly one at a time, which is fine, because if you look at the orders tab here, the current sell order total, if all of these sell at this price, that's going to net me 9.7 million, which is perfectly fine. And that brings my total balance now up to 545 million and change. So there is one of the things I've been wanting to do here. 30-day pilot's license extension, otherwise known as a Plex. Now currently, right here, there's 2 of them selling for 539 million. Okay, that price wasn't that good a little while ago, so I'm going to grab it. Buy this. And we want 1 Plex. Buy it. No match. Oh, it went away it went away that quick. No match. Let's try that again. No match. They're disappearing quickly at that price. And now the current best price is 548 million. But that's all right. See, I've been looking using the in-game web browser, looking at this site called EveCentral.com. And this kind of has an aggregate look at the whole market online. And if I reload the page here, this is showing me sell orders for Plex. And okay, that's the ones I just saw. Here's one at 541 million at Dodixie, which is another major trade hub. And I might just, yeah, I think I'm going to go ahead and set course for Dodixie and see you there. I am almost at Dodixie, and as I got into the same region that Dodixie is in, I opened up the market here and looked up Plex again. You can see here in this region, Plex can be had for 541 million. So I'm going to buy without even stopping my flight. And I now own a Plex, and now all I need to do is go pick it up. We'll see you there. Alright, here we are in Dodixie. Go ahead and open up the inventory, item hanger, and now wait a minute. Oh, that's right, I have to redeem the Plex, don't I? Alright, I'm going to leave this item here so it's easier for me to open my assets and set a destination here for the future. Alright, now, let's see, is it on here? Okay, I did buy it because the transaction shows on my wallet here. And it will show in here as well. Plex, location, set destination, just to make sure it's oh, alright. I made a mistake. I went to the wrong station. Not a big deal. That's a simple matter of undock and go to Moon 20 from Moon 9. Dodixie 9, Moon 20 is where I need to be. And I had not changed my course after buying
Warp
it,
drive active.
because I mistakenly assumed it was going to be at the same location that I was looking at earlier. Not a problem. It's just a matter of one warp jump and a docking sequence. The nice thing about it is that once I get the thing activated, I won't have to be flying around with a Plex in my hold. That's a good way to get killed. Because there are people that have cargo scanners and they use them regularly, and they see you flying around with a Plex. You're
Docking
toast.
request accepted.
Okay, now inventory, item hanger, Plex, right click, and I do believe add game time to account. Boom. And that gives me until July 25th. So, yes, activated. Alright. Absolutely excellent. Now, the way I came up with that 541 million that I just blew so casually, well, that wasn't quite casually, is I spent the better part of the last 7 days or so mining. And that mining has earned me quite a bit. I will be doing a little bit more mining because right now my wallet is at 4,488,000. And let's see, I still have some orders out. It'll be good for another 9,514,000 when they finally sell. And that's cool. I will do some mining. I'm going to get a little bit of resources back up. I'm going to start making more stuff. The things that sold quickly, I will be making lots more of. The ammunition, I believe the rifters actually sold pretty good, and some other things. I'll be looking at my transaction history to pick out exactly what and so on. But I'm going to make as much of the stuff as I can and haul it in bulk to Jita and start more sales going. And the idea is that eventually there should be enough of a profit situation going on that it won't actually be necessary for me to do a whole lot of mining to come up with raw materials. Also, in addition to mining, I am going to be doing missions. Like, for example, here, these are not available to me, but there's agents here offering security missions. In other stations, there's agents that offer exploration missions or distribution missions, mining missions, and combat missions and so on and so forth, military missions. I'm going to be working missions at a couple of stations where I want to build standing, because building standing improves my refinement cost. It reduces the amount of tax on my refining processes, and it reduces the tax and so on my industry jobs of building and doing research and stuff like that. So I will be doing a bunch of that to increase standings and improve my ability to do stuff for less money. And so now, for the moment, I'm going to undock and head back to do some more mining and go from there. In the next episode, however, action-wise, I'm going to be starting the Sisters of Eve epic mission arc. This is a mission arc of, I believe it comes out to like 50 missions. And by all accounts, it's a pretty good arc to be doing. So that's what I'll be doing in the next episode. Thanks for watching. Take it easy. I'm out of here.